G'day, welcome to the channel and my dream shed. On this episode, I'm going to be giving you a bit of a tour of what's going on inside, what I've been building, what I'm up to, what I'm going to be getting up to. So yeah, stick around and I'll show you what's inside. Alright, now you've had a bit of a teaser, I'll give you a quick story on the shed and how it came about. So this is not just my dream shed, it is my dream home. We live just out the back there. We had it built about 5 years ago, and over those 5 years I've been collecting memorabilia, Holden inspired, Peter Brock, the late 80s, early 90s era, V8 supercars and that sort of thing. Before we get inside, we've got to address the VN Commodore behind me. So ever since Summer Nats got announced that it was coming to NZ in 2027, I wasted no time and thought, shit, I need me a Summer Nats car. So I jumped straight on Marketplace, and you can't go past the mighty VN Commodore. So yeah, I jumped on that. Plan was to build a Summer Nats car over winter, that being a LS, filter out the hood, slam it on some Steelies. That plan has since changed. I'll explain why later. All right, let's go take a look inside. All right, we'll start in this corner over here. Not too much going on. It's just got my track boxes, gas, welder, a couple of turbo hubcaps up on the wall, little mini bikes, quad bike for Jet. I used to ride a bit of moto back in the day, but not too much these days. Mountain bike and a 110. So what we have here is the mighty 308, the Iron Lion they call it. Multiple Bathurst winning engine, well proven. So this one's for the white VL. I've just given it a bit of a spruce up, 3 or 4 heads, little cam, new manifold, gonna have the filter out the hood. So yeah, that's next on the list to do, but I will document that and make a video for you guys. All right, moving on from there, I've got all the bits and pieces for that motor, all ready to go back in the car. Gearbox is just the Trimatic, I've just given that a bit of a freshen up. We've got a little mini stool converter in there. But yeah, like I say, I'll document this and have its own video going. All right, this has to be one of my favorite things in the garage. It's my big banner that I had made. Started off with a bit of a sketch on some A4 paper. I sent it to an artist and he came back with this. So you're holding up the top there, when they shut down. Mount Panorama with Brocky, King of the Mountain. His 2 most famous cars, the VL and the VK. And then yeah, just down the bottom, all the makes and models. Now this is the first Holden sign that I managed to score. Got it down in the Waikato. And I just made this Holden lettering out of plywood and painted it white. It looks kind of cool up there. Just got my tool boy and my toolbox next to the second sign that I scored. I actually got this one in 2 pieces. I had to buy the base, which I found down in Rotorua, and then the lion was actually in the South Island, and I managed to get a shipping company to bring that up for me. Old HDT jumper up there. Had a spare VL bonnet, so got it painted white. Some stickers on there, and a big old mobile sign that I got from down in the Waikato. It was about 3 times the size I thought it was going to be, but suits the space well. All right, moving on down to the bar area. And my cabinet. Now this top shelf I've got set up tells a bit of a story. In 1987, Peter Brock had won his last Bathurst race. he started the race in the 05 car, which had engine failure. So we jumped into the number 10 car, and he actually finished in 3rd place, but because the Fords had cheated, he was awarded the race win. Also that same year, Peter Brock had brought out the Group A HDT VL Commodore. But yeah, he added this little box called an energy polarizer, which I'll show you a photo of now. He said that box improved the performance of the car. So HDT said, that's a load of shit, you're out of here. And yeah, so Brock left HDT, and then that's when HSV came about and Walkinshaw. So yeah, big year for Holden. Brock got dropped, Brock's last Bathurst, the end of HDT and the beginning of HSV. Good old hat collection up top. Plenty signed by Brock. A couple of life-size posters. Peter Brock, Craig Lowndes, and last but not least, Mr. SVG. He was Holden's last ever Bathurst winner at the final Raw in 2022. So that was the last year that Holden actually ran in Bathurst and Supercars, and good old SVG put it in the bag. Just a bunch of bar mirrors I just found on Trade Me. I actually bought one, and then I went there and picked them up, and the dude's like, oh, I've got this, this, and this, and this. And by the end of it, I had a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, pretty cool. Just some more Brocky stuff. One of Brocky's quotes, live your dreams. Another one was, bite off more than you can chew and chew like fuck. So yeah, just your typical kind of bar, you know, backlit, mirrors, big ass TV. Obviously the bar fridge, it's looking a bit scarce at the moment. And yeah, the liquor, and a few collector plates I've been collecting. And then just a bunch of Weet-Bix boxes. So the reason behind all those Weet-Bix tins was when I used to live in Australia, I was on a Weet-Bix commercial, and everybody at school saw that ad, and from there on end I was called Weet-Bix. It still sticks to this day. Some people know, but a lot of you don't still. So that's pretty much it for the shed. Now you may have noticed this black object behind me that we're not going to talk about just yet. It deserves its own video and introduction. This is, as a hint, the reason why the VN is no longer getting made into a Summernats car. Currently we've got 7 cars in here, which is a bit too many for my liking. We'll just run through, we'll start from the worst and end with the best. Not that I'm saying a VL is bad, but this one is just a flip car for me, just something to tinker with. It just needs a shit ton of rust work. Usual spots on the VL, front window, back window. So yeah, that's going to go to the rust man soon, and I'll just lower that on some wheels or hubcaps, and she'll be back on the market at some point. 3 litre manual, I think 170 Ks. So yeah, she was worth saving. Now this thing was absolute honey, and I just had to buy it because they don't come up like this anymore. No plans with it, but a good friend of mine has seen it, and I think he's going to take it off my hands. So for the meanwhile, just parked up here until she's ready to be collected by her new owner. Just a stock RB30, but this one's an auto. But yeah, absolute honey. But the best thing about this car was, again, it was low Ks. It was a South Island car, but the interior on this thing was just spotless. I don't even think the back seats have been used. So yeah, mint little honest VL. Not sad to see it go. Stoked to see my mate get into a VL. So yeah, she'll be here until she's ready to go to her new home. Then we got the white VL. This thing's next on the chopping block to finish off. I have done fresh paint, wheels, and now the motor since I've owned it. It's not gonna be a show car, it's just gonna be a tidy streeter. But I will do its own little video series on this. Factory Calais V8 with the red interior. But yeah, just waiting for all my bits and pieces that I need for the motor. And then I'll get her off the stand and crack into getting it back up and running. Oh, you can't go past this vehicle stand too that I had made up. It is a little lifesaver. So handy. Now this one was my first ever completed build. My red VL. I'll pull it out the garage and we'll go over it a bit more in depth. Alright, so here she is, my Group A replica. So I've had this car for about 8 years now. I originally got it from the South Island. It was a 2-litre RB20 manual, done 100,000 Ks. And yeah, originally I just bought it to do a grandpa spec LS swap, and that's quickly escalated into a full rock wrap with a bit of a twist. Alright, we'll start with the wheels. Had to go with the Simmons rims, colour match to the car. So the fronts are just the single piece, 20-inch Simmons wheels that you can just buy off the shelf. And then I had these rears custom built. I got a 5.5-inch lip. They are 20 by 9.5. And then it's not tubbed. I just had the diff cut down 70mm either side, just so you know you get that tub look, but yeah, there's no tubbing done there. And yeah, just gone with the Group A kit. HDT Group A that is, which just has the boot spoiler. They call that the dunny bowl or something like that. Little scoop there, and then the front is just got a little kit on there along with the grille. This isn't the factory color that they came up with. It is more of a true Holden red that I've gone for. Suspension wise, it's got the coilovers in the front. You can probably just see them in behind there. And I've gone with the Willwood brakes, front and rear. Rear is just sitting on those adjustable platform springs. And yeah, again with the Willwoods. Just running the 28 spline VN LSD center. So nothing too fancy in the rear, just stock parts. So the engine is just a LS1, which has been rebuilt, cammed, valve springs, fast intake. And yeah, I've used the tough mount conversion kit And yeah, I've given the engine bay a slight smoothing and deluming. Good little package, made 310 kilowatt at the wheels. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Interior is just a replica of what was in these cars. But yeah, we've just gone with the Recaro seats. Just kind of tried to make it look the part as much as we can. Like the Momo wheel. Nothing too fancy, still got the tape deck in there. All the dash still works with the LS. Manual of course, T56. Yeah, same with the rear seats, just gone with that HDT Group A look. But yeah, it's my favourite car of them all. She ain't going nowhere anytime soon. I love it. Just need to drive it a bit more. And here you have my 1998 JZX 100, Toyota Chaser, Tourer V. But she's got the big dog, JZ in her, the 2J. So yeah, it's just been freshly built. Cams, valve springs. That's it, kind of internal wise. That's all I really need. Obviously it's got big injectors, the big Plasma Man intake, 6 boost manifold with a Pulsar turbo, Turbo Smart blow-off valve, and that's all run by a Haltech ECU. It makes a nice 500 kilowatts at the wheels on high boost, so it's definitely got enough grunt for a street car. It's got the manual R154 box in it, and I've gone with the Minerva 18-inch rims. They came out around that same sort of 2000s, late 90s era, so they suited the car pretty well. It's got the big boy wheelwoods on the front to help her slow down when you need to. Coilovers, adjustable arms front and rear. It's on 130,000 Ks. But yeah, I just like this car because one, it's a 4-door. You can chuck the boy in the back and still drive it quite nicely. It's got the Cusco 2-way diff in it. But yeah, pretty tidy car. I yeah, couldn't resist it really. But hey, everything's for sale for the right price. So if anybody's after a freshly built 2J manual Chaser, let me know. And last but not least, we've got the drift car, S13 2JZ. So she's a fully forged VVTi motor. Makes, what is it, 580 kilowatts at the wheels. Got the WiseFab version 1 up the front with the BC Golds. The Origin Lab kit, Driftline, I think it's called. Candy red paint with a Japanese inspired livery. And then at the back, gotta have a Winters. But yeah, pretty stoked with this car and how it drives. I wouldn't mind competing it one day again, but for now, just enjoying driving with the boys and just getting some seat time, really, some no pressure seat time. All right, that's a wrap for the shed tour. I hope you made it to the end. Excuse the editing, the stuttering, the ums, the ahs, the yes, the buts and ahs, but it is quite nerve-wracking talking into a camera for the first time and obviously trying to edit all this stuff and put out a good video for you guys to watch. But yeah, leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think of the video and what I can improve on next time. Give us a like if you liked it, but I'm gonna crack straight into the next video. So I'll see you all again soon. Cheers. G'day, 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 g'day. Welcome to the channel. G'day, g'day, g'day.